taking it back to a couple years back at SPR, we were doing engagement letters, the famous old way of a mail merge, right?
Yeah.
You've got an Excel template,
Yeah.
you've got a Word template, which actually was quite efficient compared to what we were even doing before that, which was we had a separate Word file for every single client, and we edited it every single year and printed it to PDF and uploaded
Wow.
it to
Yeah.
DocuSign, and got every single letter DocuSigned individually. It's just it's crazy to think how far we've come since those days. We knew we needed something different. We knew we needed something more efficient. Uh, you can't scale like that, doing individual letters like that. And so, we went out into the market to try to find something new, and we found Knuula. And so, working directly with Jamie back then, and it was fun to, develop this process for us that effectively put our mail merge online and enabled us to just do everything with a couple clicks of a button.
Right.
It really truly is that easy. And so I was on fire for it. Then the next thing you know, a year later, we're joining up with ATKG, working with some of my counterparts there. And, hey, we've been looking at Knuula too. It sounds like you've been using Knuula. Tell us about that. And I was like, yeah, it's a no-brainer, and I'd be happy to run with that. And so we did, and I kind of spearheaded the implementation of that for the whole ATKG team, which was basically tripled what our engagement letter load was, and we were able to knock that out in a short time. So
Yeah. Give
that's kind of
give
the
me
quick
yeah.
summary of where our journey has been with Nuva
I-
so far.
If you don't mind, give me a little bit of insight into the scale difference at SPR and then your, migration across ATKG, because it's very rare that a firm acquires a smaller firm and then learns from them. And so, what was that scale difference like as you move from SPR into ATKG?
Absolutely. So we probably did about 800 letters at SPR, and we only did them for tax.
Hmm.
We were slowly getting ready to do them for the CAS side of things, consulting,
Hmm.
things of that nature. But we just did tax, and then the next thing um, you know, ATKG had brought on two other firms before us in the year of 2024. And so now all of a sudden
Oh, dang.
there's
Okay.
four firms under one roof.
Mm.
So seemingly, that many more clients. But
Yeah.
not only that, but we were like, well, we need CAS engagement letters too. And so not only just bigger in scope, but also multiple service lines. It truly is as easy as clicking a button to select your client list, pressing a second button that is prepare contracts, pressing a third button that is what contract do you want to use, and a fourth button that is, yeah, prepare it. And then you have however many letters that is. Four
Yeah.
clicks of a button when you have a standardized template, right?
Hmm.
And even with the standardized template, you can create unique aspects per letter, right? This
Yeah.
client may need a $5,000 a month bill. This client may need $25,000. So that's all built in, and you have those capabilities, right? With
Hmm.
the still, you only need to click the button four times once your database is all compiled and ready to go. So, the other aspect too is you get all your client data inside of Knuula, and we use CCH, we use Knuula. They're two different databases, and
Hmm.
it is what it is. But I find myself going to Knuula more often than anywhere
Yeah.
else to
Interesting.
be like, what is our client list, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like the source of truth, so to speak, right?
I like that. Yeah.
You make sure you get someone on the team that's well versed with the product, but then is in the loop when new clients start coming on. Okay, let me go add them to their already existing client group, or if it's a brand new client, add them into the system, and then they're there. Have them also be in the loop when somebody departs the firm, take them off of the software, and then it's again, it's your source of truth, right? The sooner you can send engagement letters, the faster what your next year is going to look like, projections wise. This client's coming on, this client's leaving. talk fees, sooner in the year rather than later, talking November, December, as long as the template's ready,
Yeah.
get fees dialed in with the clients instead of, you're talking about this sort of administrative back and forth with the client and it's already tax time, right? So
Yeah.
that's the beauty of the efficiency from the tool is, you can get the engagement letter sent very, very quickly, and then you get to focus your time on the important stuff, dealing with the
Hmm.
clients and making them happy. So, there's so many different things we can throw into the software to get feedback from them,
Hmm.
questionnaires, intake forms, what have you.
Hmm.
And it's just so much easier. It's a really clean interface for the clients. It's easy to navigate. It's not like what's my login or whatever. It's like
Hmm.
it's just sitting in the email. They click the button and there they go, and they make their way through it. The system provides valuable information of not just have they signed it or have they not. It's
Hmm.
like they've done these things, they haven't done this, they opened it on this date, we reminded them on this date, they opened it again on this date. Like
Hmm.
so many valuable pieces of data when you're focused on client experience and client
Yeah.
service. And on that note, we get complaints about things all the time. I haven't gotten a single complaint about Knuula from any any client, and I'm
Love hearing that.
serious about that.